Well, hi, good morning. Welcome to TGS Live. Once again, bringing you the news from TGS and seeing what's happening in the network. Today is a special event because, as you can see, last week we had our Doing Business in Italy webinar, which was very well received. And this morning I'll be speaking to Alberto Cantarello and Simone Banassi from Lance Audit and TGS Athena to ask them a few questions which came up after the webinar. And dig a little deeper into doing business in Italy. So we're really looking forward to speaking to them. Some of those little things just to say before we get started with doing business in Italy was that today we had the TGS Tax Committee, which was super well attended. I think there were about 20 of us there. And there was lots of interesting talk about the changing VAT rules across Europe, the OSS, harmonizing that, and how we can work together as TGS to offer a kind of vaccine for VAT problems across Europe for our members. Very, very interesting conversations with Ruth Corkin, with Brian Schwam, Jeroen van der Linden, and all the other members of the TGS Tax Committee. That was fantastic. One other thing which happened this week, we very sad to see Justine, our CEO of Slow Accounting and intern, leaving. So goodbye, best of luck in the future, Justine, with the rest of your career. It was great to have you with us. But we still have Marine with us, who was intern number 2 for a while, and she becomes intern number 1. So welcome aboard, Marine. Now you're in full power control of stagiaireship. So without further ado, I think we're going to bring in Alberto to the meeting and have a bit of a conversation with him and Simone if we get him as well. Both of them are here. This is great. Just in time. Hi. Hey, good morning, Simone. How are you? Great. Good morning, Alberto. How are you? Simone, I think you're on mute.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning. Good morning. How are you?
Hi. Fine,
Hi,
thanks.
Andrew.
Hey, great to see you all. Thank you very much for joining us. I think it's the same time with you in Italy as it is in France for us.
Okay. Yes, it is.
So it's sometimes these meetings that can come at an ungodly time for people. I don't think we have them. We don't have them live if we're in South America or China. It's difficult. Anyway, I wanted to take the opportunity of the TGS Live just to have you on and thank you for the effort you put into preparing the webinar last week. We really enjoyed having you with us. It's great to talk about business, and I think that we could have talked about many more issues about doing business in Italy, because it's not just tax, it's not just sustainability and VAT, but this is an opportunity for anyone who's on LinkedIn to have another conversation with you. So there's been a few questions, and just in basic terms, Simone, if I start with you, where is your firm based, Lance Audit? Where are you?
We actually are in 2 offices here in Italy, one in Milano, and the other one is in Bergamo, that are pretty close, both in the north of Italy. So actually, and a news is that yesterday we established a new company. We established Lance Advisory, thanks to the massive work, especially related also to sustainability and dance. So this is a sort of news that is the aim to follow and perform like sustainable project to put the same level of the profitability and the social environmental concerns. So basically now we have 2 different spots for our company.
Well, that's interesting. I'm glad we spoke to you today to have a scoop on TGS Live. This is amazing. Thank you very much. Okay, so that's a new thing. So Lance Advisory, focusing on sustainable projects. That's great. In that case, we'll make a separate event to talk to you about that. But that's fantastic.
Yeah, maybe in a second moment. It sounds good.
Yeah, excellent. That's fantastic. Alberto, where's Athena based?
We are based in Turin, Torino. Northwest of Italy, and we have one single office for every one of us. We had 2 separate offices in the past, but nowadays we are all together, and we are based in the center of the city of Turin.
Okay. Fantastic. That's excellent. It's funny. It's like it used to be a very easy place for us to visit from Paris, and now since the last year and a half, it seems so far away. And I know that Stefano has been moving around. Has he already traveled to the UK? Has he gone yet?
Oh, I don't know. He's trying to do that because it's not so easy in these moments.
It's in terms of the COVID, just quickly, do you think has that affected your business at all over the past year and a half? How have things changed?
Oh, about our business?
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah.
We had a growth in the 2020, both in turnover and also cash flow. So we can say that we worked more than in the past years because due to COVID emergency, government did some laws that try to help entrepreneurs, but these helps needed our work, our practical job to obtain it. So we worked much more than in the past years. And about our customers, that are those who pay our bills, if we are going well, is because they are going well. No one of them closed down, and no one of them risked to do that. Of course, someone had losses, but not so huge, not so big to close down. So I'm quite happy about that.
Yeah, that's I guess there's some sectors and some businesses which have a positive outcome from the COVID, and you're right, I've heard that quite a lot. How about you, Simon, in Lance Audit? How did COVID affect your business?
Pretty much the same as Alberto. Probably it's changed the way you do business, but this does not affect so much all the volume of work. Basically, we, as Alberto, many companies probably they reduce their profitability, but no one has closed down. So this is a good result for us. Probably sometime we're lower in the world in terms of exchange of information and the documents, but nobody is closed, and this is good, and so it's pretty fine for us.
That's excellent. Yeah, I think that's a good testimony, a good kind of proof of the quality of your work, I think, if that's the case, isn't it? If you manage to help your clients and keep them going through such a crisis such as that, that's very strong. And especially, Simone, if you've managed to start a new direction as well, a new diversification, that's pretty strong. So what was the idea behind setting up Lance Advisory to work on sustainable projects?
So basically, everything starts from the last period of time where companies try to focus more on the strategical point of view of making investments. So they try to evaluate a broad range of investments, and many firms internationally, they are looking for sustainability, sustainable projects. They are more aware about the benefits that could lead from his company and from the environment, generally speaking. So we decided to follow the EGS values and the market trend of this, and so we decided to put new resource, put of course money for establish that, but of course our commitment in this thing. We are happy to be in TGS because we strongly share these values, and of course could be a opportunity for all of us. And so we were so happy to work with this project. We are aware that could lead, of course, to profitability, and in terms of financially speaking, could be great benefit for us. But of course, we are aware that we can put a small contribution to a better world in terms of environment, and this is really, really good. I think in the medium term, we could see a very positive benefits all over the world where we are going to make business with our clients. So this is the idea for constitution new company, and we will see. We are just the beginning, so we are a young entity, but of course we think this vision could be great, could work. So we start from the idea that sustainability will be the driving force for financial market. So we'll see. There is a starting point, and but we are so proud of that. Of course, also the exchange of information with TGS and the other entity in the network, it could be an added point, very added point. And so we'll see. Maybe in a couple of time where we'll be.
Yeah, that's great. In fact, I'm going to invite you for next week's shared services meeting. I think the idea about that a different branch for sustainability advisory might be something that other TGS members could take and run with, and maybe we could build something together. That's super interesting. Yeah, I was thinking another point. Just it's a leap of difference, but VAT and Alberto has come up like
today.
The last month. Yes, today. Yeah,
today.
The
1st of
rules.
July. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I've had more phone calls and emails about requests for European VAT advice than ever in the last. I think if I kind of rebranded myself as a VAT expert, I could have been, done very well. I think so. How are you feeling about the VAT rule changes in Europe?
Oh, I'm quite comfortable. And if I must say, I believe that it's as any changement, it can be hard at the beginning, but in the long term for our customers, it will be easier to work with the OSS system, because nowadays, of course, you must, as you know better than me, open a VAT number in any country you want to work. If you go over a minimum of turnaround, in the future, in the present, starting from today, you only will talk with your VAT consultant, and he will take care of all your European VAT matters if you sell to private customers. So for us, as a group, as a tax committee, it's a bit hard today, but it will be easier in the future for us and for the customers.
Okay, yeah, I think
I'm very comfortable with it. Our revenue agency already has the system that is working, so I like it. I expected it, and I'm happy that this new way to work on it has arrived, because I think that it's really a European tax. So I prefer that we will consider as much as we can Europeans, and this is a very little thing to do that, but it's something that I like very, very much.
Okay, that sounds fantastic. I think thinking about that, I remember that during the Doing Business in Italy presentations that you gave last week, I think your PowerPoint presentations were very complete. So if anybody didn't manage to watch the webinar, can they access the presentations you give? Did we share these?
Yeah, of course, we can share all this slide information, and can keep that or keep you updated, and then we can get in touch, of course.
Okay. Yes, of course.
That's great. I think in the links in the comments section of this post on LinkedIn, I will add a link to the webinar so people could watch it completely. And I'll also add a link later on today of the presentations you gave so that people can download and have a look through. And they can contact you directly if they have any question about either audit or sustainability or tax or workers coming into Italy. And just because this is a sort of coffee-sized chunk of conversation, if either of you or each of you have one piece of advice you would give a firm who want to work in Italy, what would it be?
Oh, so Simone, if you want to start with...
Probably, I think everything starts from a strategic plans. So you have to be very clear in your mind what you want to invest, where you want to invest. And I think with the right partner, I think you can reach good results, economically speaking, but also in terms of sustainability, as we talk about in the webinar. I think the main advice is always to be partnered by experts. So I think someone that probably know better the place where you're going to invest. So if you have a good range of information about where you're going to invest, probably you have more likelihood to complete investment in a right manner. So probably this is the starting point from your investment. It's like, maybe if you want to make business, we are Italian, but we want to make business in Asia, I don't know, in China, because it probably is better to go to someone that knows something more about the country, the regulation, the tax, because probably is better to to everyone. I think this is the main advice, I think.
Thank you. Yeah,
I totally agree. And I think that another advice in addition is try to get all the best that Italy can give to entrepreneurs. As we told already in the webinar, made in Italy is something that is really, really useful to sell in the world. So why not to use it? It's not, of course, it's necessary to invest a bit of money to produce in Italy, but we have, especially in some regions, a really huge industrial texture that can provide a lot of services, products, and of course we already do that because we serve companies wherever in the world in a lot of sectors, not only automotive. Please don't consider Italy industrial texture only for automotive. Of course, we are very, very good in it. And also foreign big companies has already come in Italy to invest in it. But that is not the only sector, the only industry where we are strong and good.
That's fantastic. Thank you very much. Two very good pieces of advice. And I think you're right, Simon, that sometimes we might look at Europe and think, oh, it's kind of the same as here, my country. But in fact, having someone you trust when a good strategic plan in the country is huge benefit. And I think they're really looking at the advantages of the particular country. And I suppose, Alberto, yeah, Italy's not just Ferrari. So there's more than that. That's excellent. Thank you very much. So I would encourage everybody, if you are interested in working in Italy, to reach out to Simon and Alberto in their countries, or you can get in touch directly through us at TGS. You can watch the webinar about doing business in Italy. You can download the presentations that they gave, and I'll add your contact details as well in the chat here so that anyone can reach out to you directly to ask any more questions they have about working in Italy or setting up a strategic plan. And I thank you both very much for turning up for a cup of coffee this morning. You look great. Italy, you're a very good advert for the Italian style. This is fantastic. I made an effort to iron a shirt this morning and not be too relaxed from a Paris point of view. But
thank you so much,
Of course.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. So speak to you again soon. Bye now.
Of course.
Bye.
Bye.
Well,
a good day.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Great. Thank you very much to Simon Benassi and Alberto Cantalero for joining us for this TGS Live. If you'd like to find out any more about doing business in Italy or doing business in any country, get in touch with me or get in touch with the member directly through our TGS website. It's also a really good idea to follow us, the TGS page on LinkedIn, because we're live every Thursday, as you can see, at 9 a.m. Central European Standard Time. You can watch the recording of it, but this is the place on LinkedIn where you'll see the most up-to-date information about TGS. It's probably also a good idea to follow our YouTube channel. Sometimes there's content there that you won't see, and keep a look on the TGS website to see what is coming up as well and things that had happened in the past. Thank you very much for joining us again. And remember, if you want to work in Italy, do contact Simon or Alberto. And remember to think global sustainability. See you next week.